Well,
I get the creator bit.
you
I
have no
don't get the
idea what
physical aspect of it.
actual knowledge and skill with static electricity can
I
do.
didn't talk because I wasn't interested in this subject. This is obfuscation. This is just derailing the conversation. We want to know about flat earth. We want to know about reality we live in. We went too much into spiritual and philosophy and a lot of bullshit that I was. Many people was interested because they saw it as a personal drama attack bullshit entertainment. But that's not what I'm here for. I don't know what the fuck you guys are doing. For real.
Well,
Yeah,
then jump in and
Jose
actually
going
help
off. Hey,
point
Nathan,
that
you still
out
out there?
during the
it's,
show.
it's the
Again?
next
I do
logical
it.
step, though, isn't it? It's
Still out
flat
there,
Earth.
Nathan?
It's
No, we're not live
created.
anymore. There will be
Next
a
stop,
third.
creator, and that's the big
No.
door we always come up against. Unfortunately, mate, it's the way that the conversation always goes. You find out the Earth's flat. You find out it's created. Next stop, creator. Now look at us. We're all banging our heads against each other because we've all got these presupposed ideas of what this creator is. I had somebody say earlier that there's this guy in the sky judging us. How do you know that?
I have a very elaborate
A man-written book has told you that. I don't get this about flat earthers. You get to a point where you don't believe
Hey,
what anybody
Nathan,
says
you still
about
out there?
reality in the flat earth, but you come up against books. Why the fuck you believe in
I
books?
can't.
You have no idea what God is.
Hey, brother,
if
great
the word
show, man.
God-
I'm gonna go.
You're saying that to
It's going to
John,
be a
right?
third show if
Not
you
to
want to hang
us,
around,
right?
John.
And the
I'm
book
saying
There's
that
gonna be a
I'm
third
saying that to
Yeah, yeah.
everybody. Why I
In the
believe this
beginning
book.
was the Word, and
Well,
the Word was
well,
with
we
God,
don't-
and the Word was God.
I don't know if I could take another one.
Well,
Let's have
Why
time.
I
You have 5
believe
minute break.
says
Let's
about
do another one
anything.
anyway.
Creator.
Guys,
Go for it, go
I'll
for it,
stick
John.
around.
Just
I'm gonna
speak
take a
for
break
1
for a
minute.
few minutes.
I
I'll be back.
believe
Okay.
the book, but I don't
I don't think the
necessarily believe
Creator
it is
is judging
complete.
us.
I think that fragments have been erased about it over time, just little fragments for political reasons. But I think what is
Copy.
still there is absolutely what
It's
it's always
copy.
been.
It's copied.
Because
And are we?
it
You don't
has
have
this
to announce
energy,
you got
it
an
has
explanation
this
because you
frequency,
got a
this
very
energy
elaborate
to it
explanation
when
for
you're reading.
everything, pretty much. So you don't have to tell us you got an explanation and very elaborate because we all know that. Thank you.
well,
So unfortunately, it's the next logical step in it. Flat Earth, created environment, creator. Just don't believe what men writes in books and tells you on TV screens and spends billions and billions of pounds trying to tell you about it.
No.
well,
And that's
it's
always
different.
been my problem with the Bible. That all right, yeah, I understand it's supposed to be the Word of God and all that, but it's written by
You
man.
can't really
Yeah.
prove it. You can
It's
just
written
prove
by
the
man.
design.
I'm not claiming that the
Design, that's all
creator
you can really
always wasn't always here. I'm not claiming that. I have no idea either way if there was a creator always or if there wasn't a creator always. If it was created, I have no frickin' idea, and I'm not going to watch somebody's PowerPoint and go, "Oh yeah, well, that proves it to me." It's not something that I believe that can be proved ever.
All that evidence is just bringing you back to that door of creator. Everything else apart from that, and I agree with what you're saying, Guy, no idea what that is or what that couldn't be. It's outside of our physical realm, isn't it? If you're going to create something, if you're going to create laws yourself, you're going to be outside of those laws. So things like time and the laws of physics, you're going to be outside of those if you're going to be a creator. So how are we going to determine what a creator is?
It's
Oh, what a day! What a lovely day!
Welcome to Flat Earth Debate. I'm your host, Nathan Oakley, and if you are new to this channel, or you've not done so already, be sure to subscribe and hit the bell notification icon to keep up to date with the Flat Earth Debate. If you'd like to support this channel, there is a super chat that runs alongside each of these shows while they're live, and there's also a PayPal link in the info box below the video. Most importantly though, if you would like to join the discussion, simply mute the page you are currently watching, then click the link in the info box below this video to join the panel and express your views on the shape of the Earth. If you do join, please don't swear. If you do, you'll be ejected, and if you are, please don't try to rejoin the stream using sock accounts. You'll be warmly welcomed back on the next stream. Please also share the show. Sharing the show obviously increases the live audience, but this in turn increases the chances of a more diverse panel. So please share the show. And one last time, if you're new to the channel or you've not done so already, be sure to subscribe and hit the bell notification icon to keep up to date with the Flat Earth Debate. Now we are joined by Quantum Eraser, Physics Warrior, Jose, is it Flat Earth Ginger, Flat Earth Vegan Goy, Who's this one? Another Flat Earth, whose name I don't know. Event Horizon, and Eric. Good to have you all.
Hello.
Wow, enthusiastic welcome. Have I lost the panel during the intro? Yes,
No, I
lost the
think
entire panel.
Oh,
Wonderful.
most of us are gone. I'm still here.
Yeah, I'm going to have to start a new hangout right at the beginning of this show as we've lost half the panel. So there'll be a short
no.
interlude. My apologies. I'll stick the link out again. Wonderful, wonderful. So welcome to the show. Good start. Welcome to the show. I just want to do some shout outs, see if I can multitask just so there's not loads of dead air. Shout out to Unbelievable Productions. Good to have you. FE Racer, or Racer FE, good to have you as well. Ute, nice to see you. Jay Johnson, thanks for being here. Multi Tom Tom, good to see you. Ricky Suttle, is that you? Good to see you as well. Pete Shea, thanks for being here. Drew Scotsman, nice to see you. Right, I think I'm pretty much there. So I'll stick the link out to the latest hangout on Skype, first of all. So hopefully we'll get a few people in the hangout before I get trolled to all hell again. Let's just stick my screen back up. There we go. So Master B, you've now got the Skype link. Hopefully we'll get a few guests from there before I stick the link out public. In a few more Skype chats and then I'll do a few more shout outs while I'm still on my own.
Oh, I'm sorry you weren't. You on your own?
Yeah, I got sniped. I've got the chat out now and the show's up and running again, so we'll have some new guests. Hey, Arwin.
That sniper was fast.
Yeah, very fast. It's a Saturday though, so there's plenty of people off work.
Anyone come in? It just bloop.
Yep. Can't beat them all, Arwin. But it's only, what, 3 minutes work? If that.
Oh well.
Ah, okay. Flat Earth Vegan Goy. Let's have a look. Hey, Chocolate.
Hey, Chocolate.
Yeah, hello.
Welcome back.
Snipers are on its day, huh?
Hola, hola.
Hey.
Hey.
Paso.
Hey, Jose, have you did you have the footage you wanted to present yet? Is it on your channel?
Yeah, yeah. I dropped earlier, and I did the setup, and I was gonna do it, but the phone has to connect to the camera, so it's
Oh.
through Wi-Fi, and that leaves me with no connection to stream live. It's just
Ah.
a one-way connection. So I
Not too
couldn't
bad.
do it. Anyway, I took advantage. I took a short video of the moon. I took a couple pictures, just for the hell of it. It looks pretty cool.
Cool.
And I am tired because I worked last night. I haven't slept yet. My wife get off work like 2 hours from now, so I am probably gonna go to the little spot over here in the Gulf. I want to make some little observations as a test run. You know, I'm not gonna be a lot, maybe a couple short videos, but I got the withdrawal, the itching of I want to go out there and test it for real, man. So probably later tonight is gonna be a little bit of new footage in my channel.
Cool.
Need a good rumpus session to wake you up.
I don't think
Stop
so.
interrupting me. Stop interrupting me. Stop interrupting me. Stop interrupting me. Stop interrupting me.
Oh man.
Have you got the back chat out? And I'm just about to stick the link out
Yeah.
publicly again. Get trolled. Right, the link is now public again. We'll see how many times we get sniped. This is the third show, so if it happens too many times, they might actually succeed in shutting the show down, because I can't be bothered with it on the third show. So that descended into chaos pretty quickly when it came to the creator, eh? On the last show.
Yeah. Well, I still try to keep the concept of the religious creator apart from the more theoretical approach, and that is I rather see it as a designer, because things seem to have been designed, life seems to have been designed, because it's
Same
too
thing, isn't it?
coherent not
What's the
to
difference?
Yeah.
be. That's
I
it.
can get-
But
I
that
can get
doesn't
behind
imply
that, yeah.
that there is one unified designer necessarily, but that there was design involved. And that's basically
Exactly.
it.
And it
By
certainly
As for the
doesn't
design,
creator,
imply,
created. Yeah.
certainly doesn't imply that there's, you know, some guy in the sky judging me because of what I'm doing and all of that. To me, that's
No, have
just,
nothing to do
that's
with
a
that. Yeah.
story.
oh,
That's
oh,
just
you
a
will be
story.
judged. Everyone will be. Don't
Okay.
worry about that. But I don't know. I
Got
think that
Sleeping Warrior in the back
Not,
chat.
I'm not really
Arwin,
worried about that.
Arwin,
That's the
hold
point.
on. Sleeping
I got
Warrior's
him.
just joined.
Ah, Jesus.
We lost the chat again.
No, wait. I'm still here.
No, have you got rid of Sleeping Warrior?
Yeah, I did, but I'm no longer in the back chat. Although I still seem to be on the Hangout for some reason. So I did get sniped, but I'm still in the panel.
That's weird.
Yeah.
Hey, Event Horizon.
Nope.
Oh, just having juggling round going on with the panel now. Looks like we're going to start another
Anyway, the
hangout.
creator, the designer, you know.
They killed the show again.
Yeah. Got a sniper in the back chat. And Arwin, there's no point carrying on. I'll just give you another link.
All right.
Welcome to the show.
You took the words out of my mouth.
I wanted to. I really wanted to do that for a long time.
Yeah, where's Issa when you need him?
What happened? Did it get? I left. Did it get sniped again?
Yeah, just people playing silly buggers. But like I say, it's only a couple of minutes work at the most.
Right. Right. Okay.
Right, let's try that again.
Welcome to the show.
No, not that bit.
Oh, sorry.
The hangout's now up. Right, hopefully if we can get a few people in the hangout before I put the public link up this time, we will hopefully negate the need to start a fourth one. We shall see.
What's the record?
In one show?
Yeah.
I don't know. It's normally only 3 or 4 before they get bored. Hey, Arwen. Good to have you
Hello.
back again.
Yeah. Now, this guy's quick.
Hey, I'm not saying. Oops, I hear myself. I'm not saying Earth Flatner did this, but he's really good in Hangouts, and he's still butthurt from yesterday. Boom.
Who, Earth Flatner?
Yeah, who knows? I mean, he's the one. He got a nice setup that he invites people and then kick him before they even join. So, I mean, I'm not trying to point fingers, but who knows?
Yeah, have you ever figured out how to do that, Arwen? So what Earth Flatner does is he literally adds the trolls to the hangout in advance so he can kick them.
Right.
So basically what he's done as the hangouts have progressed is he's been adding the trolls that join to his friends list so he can see exactly who they are, which I thought was a stroke of genius, as much as John's tore Earth Flatner a new one today. Sorry, Earth Flatner. It's not me. But yeah, that was a stroke of genius as far as I was concerned.
It is really good. I mean, the first one was when Anthony Riley, I think it was, figured out, he said, let's get a bunch of friendlies and fill all the gaps in the panel so we don't get continuously trolled. And then now this setup that Earth Flatner figured out, really good.
Yeah. It's a Saturday, so people aren't around today, so there's loads of gaps in the panel, so the snipers can get in. But that's just the way it goes. That's one of those shows. We have them occasionally.
Yeah, I lost track in the second show halfway. I was listening, but I was trying to set up my camera so I can live stream and somebody will present my live feed as I record the moon, but I couldn't do it. I wanted to do it, but it didn't happen.
What's your first observation with the P900 going to be, do you think?
I'm not sure, but my wife was just telling me she was on lunch and she said like, "Do you want to go out later to that?" I said like, "Where?" She said like, "To the little golf area. You want to test the camera?" I'm like, "Hell yeah!" So I'm just gonna go take a little bit of footage in there to see what I'm gonna get. The day is pretty clear. It feels pretty good and windy, so hopefully I catch some awesomeness today and figure out later what I'm looking at. I will upload it straight to YouTube as soon as I get home.
I'm really excited to see what you can do with it. So if we could get a few more people from Skype to join, that'd be wonderful. They're calling all
Saturday.
members of Master B.
All the trolls are off today, huh? Enjoying a nice day of sniping.
Welcome to the show.
Good point. I could see if I could get Easter on. Ah, it's not up. Damn.
I think he was just in the chat.
So Vegan Goy, what's your name on Skype? Because I don't seem to have a request from you. Got a request from somebody called Richard. Is that you? Vegan Goy in the chat saying, "Look, I've tried to come in on Skype. I can't see his invitation." What is your Skype? I don't give out my Skype, Vegan Goy, for obvious reasons. What's your Skype and I'll add you. Once I do put the link out, Vegan Guy, join, hang around after the show finishes, and I'll get your Skype details from you then and add you that way.
Yo, is there still a hangout left here?
Mine is BR_JIM. Oh.
Yeah, if somebody's trying to join the show as for right now, I don't think you got the hangout active public right now, right? You still got the one that got sniped before. That's why people join and say they can't join because they've been getting kicked.
Yeah, Earth Flattener is trying to join.
So I've just added you, Flat Earth Vegan Cat Lover on Skype, and sent you the link. Hopefully, you will get Vegan Guy back in, and we can have a reasonably civil discourse without the public. Once we've got a few more people on Skype who might cotton on that we could do with a few placeholders.
Well,
Welcome back.
To be honest, Nathan, Earth Flattener is
Hey,
in
thanks.
chat, and he's trying to come in. So if John is still here, I guess they can.
Oh, please, not again.
Well, I
They
don't
can
mind
go
getting
at
him in,
it.
but the problem is with only a couple of people on the panel, so we've got 5 on the panel now. That means there's plenty of gaps for the snipers to join en masse. And as soon as they kick Arwin out,
Yeah.
that'll be it. It'll be a new hangout time.
Arwin, I'm gonna make a critic over here. You should add a Z, a letter X, Y, or Z before your Arwin name, like X Arwin, so they don't snipe you first because it's in alphabetical order. I mean, I know you're gonna use your real name, but just for hangout purposes, I think it's a better setup for you.
I guess the other Nathan Oakley on Skype is probably pretty annoyed that I've made so many requests.
It ain't me.
Welcome back.
So, what are we gonna theorize about, or whatever? Come on,
We're
give
gonna
me something.
science.
How to take over the world, Pinky.
I just want to
That
clear up from.
depends. Can you overtake the world? Can you envelop it?
I just like to clear up from the other show. You know, I'm not denying that a creator always existed or a creation always existed. I said it's just one way or the other. I don't have any proof for myself, and I didn't. And while I've seen the slit experiment, and I appreciate that, it's not evidence for me. I don't even have evidence there's anyone outside of me. Okay, that's the way I am. I'm an idiot. I'm a clown, but that's the way
No.
it is.
You're just a solipsist.
Well, I'm not a solipsist because I
That
don't
is
know either
solipsism.
way. No,
That's
I don't
exactly what
know
it
either
is.
way. It's accept either way. I just don't have evidence to prove it. I know what a solipsist is, and I might be a solipsist. I might not be. I don't know.
Yeah, you are. That's okay,
Right.
though. That's okay. That's just an advantage point for many people these days. The more disinformation is passed around and is highlighted, the more unsure many people become, and they do actually choose to approach things more skeptical and more and more. And if they can't really contain it all too well, they'll tend to become solipsistic because it's
Well,
overwhelming them.
Yeah, I certainly appreciate, like I said, the Truman Show, because every single being in that show lied to him, including his mother, his wife, and everybody. And I'm not certain that that's not the truth with me as well. So I have no evidence either way.
I'm gonna ask a question from the chat to Vegan Goy. Are you an agent because you got a Masonic Bible? Boom.
Yeah, that's crazy. In fact, I'll show it to the class here. So I don't know. Well, maybe my video doesn't, or my it says it's presenting, but I guess not, huh? But there is my grandfather's Masonic Bible, and if that makes me a Mason, then I guess I just haven't been paying my dues lately because But my father went to Bohemian Grove. Does that mean that I went to Bohemian Grove? Maybe it does, maybe it doesn't, but I certainly don't recall.
Well, it means your family spirit is entangled with that, just like mine was in the past with my grandpa. That does have an effect, but whatever you do, it's up to you.
I'm sorry, did you just show a Bible with a Freemasonic sign on it?
No, but yeah.
We were not able to see it.
Did you hear or listen to what I just told you in the last hangout that everyone
No.
saw? So you're just
No.
going to do it again, right? Get unbelievable.
Just unbelievable.
Sorry, I pressed the wrong button. I wanted to see this Bible. I couldn't
Maybe
see
I
it in
should
the
take
Hangout
back.
4 show.
Maybe I'm gonna take gravity back up, because I think that the argument between me and Riley was probably more amusing than this one.
They're all good arguments.
Okay, I believe in gravity again.
Oh God, please God, no.
No, Owen,
God,
no,
the
no.
big G.
Not a big G. No, no, Owen. No. Don't do it. Save yourself. Save yourself from gravity, Owen.
Sorry. No, my conclusion remains the same.
Yeah, but
It's an aberration.
yeah, what also remains the same is there's just no proof of it.
Just behave, Arwin, behave. Johnny's here. Don't you be saying you believe in gravity. Boom.
That was a Bible that guy just showed up. Was it Flat Goy?
I didn't see it.
What's this guy? All I see is Flat. What's his name?
Vegan Goy.
Oh, Vegan Goy. What was that book you just had up there, though?
Freemasonic Bible.
Oh, okay.
Is it a different scripture than the regular Bibles?
Well, guys, kind of relating to gravity, I am still really curious about this perceived, not personally confirmed, weight deviations relating to certain locations. I am really curious if that is real. What is that? Like, can
But,
there be other
is
energies
that a
deduced?
thing because
Like, what is
somebody
the
has
static
tested that?
what's the static electricity level, the energy in the air in these regions, or what is the magnetics, the strength, field strength in these areas? Like, is
But
there anything
has
else
that been proven to happen,
theoretical?
though?
Yeah, I don't know, because it has to be in the micro, numbers. Because if that's the way, I mean, I buy gold where it weighs, less and
Yep.
sell for more in the other
I
side,
know.
pretty much, like for real.
I know, but it's still weird that there seems to be a weight or the density pressure differential somehow. So I just want to know, like, what is causing this? Is it static electricity? Anything? What?
Wait,
What is
so it's something that has happened already. Like it has been measured.
Is there something different in these regions except for their supposed geometrical location or whatever? Just, is there something
What I'm saying,
there?
something
What
has
is
been
different
weighed
there?
in one location and it's been different, and it's had a different weight in another location.
Yeah, exactly that one. But what else is different in these regions? What is the air pressure? What this is measured? What is the average electricity in the air that can be measured? All these things, just general measurements,
How
like
much is
Star
the
Trek
difference?
scanning the place. Like, what
How much
is
is the
actually the
difference?
difference?
How much is that difference?
Yeah, I
Hey,
want to
Music.
know.
Good to have
Is
you.
there any measurable difference, any deducible difference, I guess?
I got no. What I'm asking is, has this been done already? Has something been taken in one location, weighed, and then taken to a different location
Well, it
and
is
Hi,
assumed
Music.
so.
What's up?
There are people doing this apparently, not people that I personally know or trust,
and
but
it's a
it seems
thing?
to be a thing.
Okay, yeah, that's
It
what I'm
could be a
asking. I'm
giant
asking if
scam.
this is
I'm
a
not
thing that
excluding
people are
that it could be a
doing.
scam.
Right. Okay.
But if it is true, then it's very fascinating and absolutely worth exploring.
Yeah. If it is
Give
a
me
thing,
some
sure.
kind of clue to actual proof of
But like,
gravity. Ooh.
and then there are people asserting that that's proof of rotation. Is that what Spurs was saying yesterday?
Well, that's what the Globers want to do with it.
Oh my
But
god,
I
that's
but I
ridiculous.
could actually find some kind of variable in the presumed gravity aberration and actually use it to my advantage if I can actually deduce a fluctuation in this apparent effect. Might use that to my advantage to actually scientifically prove it some way.
I don't know.
Okay, I've given Nathan.
Yes. How you doing?
Why did you call me on Skype?
Oh, just an accident.
All right.
Thank you for joining, Music. You alright? Yes, I'm fine. Thank you. All right. Good. Good deal. Thank you for being here.
Right. So, so eerily silence after I declared that I might actually use these weight deviations as some kind of anchor point, starting point to prove gravity scientifically.
Didn't I go through this
What a
yesterday?
silence.
It's an affirming the consequent formal logical fallacy. If P, then
No,
Q,
not
Q, therefore
necessarily.
P.
I haven't devised a hypothesis yet. Just saying it could lead to one, because there seems to be a potential variable option, a variation option there. It's fascinating.
But you're trying to prove gravity, right?
Not yet, but I'm working on
Okay,
it.
would gravity be
Again.
the cause of whatever it is you're seeing? Careful.
What?
Is gravity going to
I'm
be
not
the...
devising a hypothesis.
Okay,
I clearly stated that. I'm not taking the bait, Nathan.
just like Newton.
That's right. Not yet. But I don't think Newton even recognized or dealt with the conception of different weights across the world. Or am I mistaken at this? Was that a common lore back then, or let's say science community lore back then, that there is a weight differential in geographical locations on the Earth? I don't think so.
Well, no,
Can
Newton
I
just
call
said
it
he makes no
Arwinity?
hypothesis.
Arwinity.
Oh, you can. Yep, sure you can.
Sorry, go ahead, Nathan.
I'm just saying, you know, gives me something to
Ricky
look
Subtle,
out to.
do you fancy joining the panel, telling us about that comment? Ricky Subtle in the chat says Newton didn't exist. Now, while that may or may not be true, we can still use Newton and their rhetoric, which they absolutely believe does exist, against them. But I'm still interested in your statement. If you think Newton never existed, I'd love to know why.
Well, I think that a man called Newton with that appearance did exist. Although, yeah, you know, the history rewriters, they love to like fabricate stories with actual figures and move the story around to to insert certain
Hey, Flatner.
political narrative benefits. So his entire story may not be complete, but I definitely do think that a man called Isaac Newton did exist in that time period and did deal with physics.
No worries. So Ricky Suddle says I'm at work, but I don't believe any of history at all. And JLB recently did this in terms of a logical extrapolation. So most of us on the panel accept that this story given to us by the mainstream about, for example, 9/11 is not accurate. It's been manipulated, and we just get propaganda. So if that's true in the current time, why would it be any different for anything going back in history? Why would any of it be true?
It all depends on the traces this history is leaving, because 9/11 has also left traces, and one can honestly attempt to study that and then also figure out that things are wrong. So as long as there are traces of information of something, any story, reconstruction, or cover will become apparent to those who actually look into the material in detail. So,
but
and that's
right
how
now
I
he hasn't.
deduce that Newton did exist, because he has very consistent and very elaborate writing that really are written in a certain spirit, just in him.
Yeah,
It's him.
'cause
You recognize
they're
him.
the same people. Same people tell you that exist. Tell you that a plane flew into the Pentagon.
Right. So
And it's
they
at
who
that
control
that moment that I knew I was looking at bullshit.
I mean, my purpose isn't to discuss 9/11, it's to draw the parallel. If the current narrative very clearly states men with box cutter knives hijacked planes, threw them into Twin Towers, they collapsed as a result, that is the story, and will remain the story, I've no doubt about that. But that's how it'll get written into the history books. So fast forward 100 years from now, when someone starts digging out the history narrative and saying, well, there was the Twin Tower collapse. Oh, Sleeping Warrior's back in. Arwen, get him, get him, get him. Get him.
I got him.
Oh, well done.
Flatner, what's up, man?
We lost Arwen. You'll have to rejoin on Arwinian Gravity, I'm afraid, Arwen.
Yeah, so right now it hasn't been 20 years since the Twin Towers. Those young people that were born, just 15 years ago, they know the story what was told to us, men with box cutters, hijack planes and crash into the freaking buildings. 100 years from now is gonna be the same story written, but 200 years from now, who knows what the story is gonna be? If they're gonna maybe not change it, but maybe it's going to be a lot of rumors and legends like, oh yeah, they say this, but it's something else. Who knows what the technology is going to be? And then people is, I mean, I'm not sure, but in 100 years from now, it's going to change a lot, whatever story we know.
I would
Hello,
hope that
new
100
guest.
years from now, we would have woken up to how full of shit that story is, and something would have changed about that. That would be my hope.
Yeah.
I don't want
As
to
for-
believe that 100
as
years
for-
later we still believe the mainstream story of 9/11.
We lost the whole panel again. Yep. See how quickly I can do this time.
Welcome to the show.
You get back into a habit of it though, you do it a few times, and then if it happens a few times on each show, each time you do it, you just get quicker and quicker each time you do it.
Oh yeah, you got patience beyond your years, sir.
It's part of the course, this, John. It's normal, isn't it? 30 seconds work.
Yeah, that's one of my failings. Patience. Of many.
Hope I'm not annoying everybody in Skype as they constantly hear it go bring as I send yet another hangout link.
Too funny.
Hell. What's with these hangout links all the time?
You have somebody pretty dedicated to kicking people out.
Yeah, got a lot of fans.
Yes, you
Valued
do.
viewers.
So you're finding some people not understanding why things disappear from the bottom up?
Well, they just all think that the buildings that are being shown or the floors in people's houses that are being used are all curved. It's amazing. You know, if there's not, to my knowledge, been a better example of the type of, is zealotry the right word? Is that the correct?
Yeah, it would be.
Zealotry. So yeah, that's what they're doing. You know, it doesn't matter what you show them; it must be asserted as curve under all circumstances. If anything's disappearing from the bottom up, it's curve.
That's a pretty weak argument to say that when every single time that this is done, that the surface is curved.
Yeah, that's what they're saying though. That's what the chat is basically. The commenters on these videos, and I'm gonna mirror two more. There's been Gleam and I've forgotten her name already. Was it Betty? What was the name of the?
Oh no, the earlier guest, it was Dottie.
Dottie, that was it, not Betty. So Dotties and Gleams, I'll mirror both of those as well. You know, hopefully I'll have 100 of them with loads of commenters on every single one going, another example of an uneven floor. Who was the best comment? I think you gave the best comment on this. He says it's amazing how as soon as you show obstruction from the bottom up, every single builder has got a faulty spirit level. You know, suddenly builders aren't building flat surfaces.
I wish I would have said it. It wasn't me.
Yeah, Ute. It's just priceless. You're like, yeah, all these builders out there, they're priding themselves on building level floors and straight buildings. But no, modern buildings, they've all got curved floors. Why? Well, because they show bottom up obstruction if you lower a camera with a small aperture.
Hello.
Yeah, right.
Damn it, the sniper.
Yeah, sleeping warrior, cheeky sod.
Yeah, I heard a couple people making fun of what we call the angle of attack. I don't know if there's a better phrase for that. I mean, everyone knows what we're talking about, though.
I don't mind angle of attack. I used it because it's very descriptive. Yes, I realise it's an aeronautical term. I'm not stupid. But when you say those words, angle, what you're using, the angle, attack, what you're looking at, the angle that you attack it. For me, it makes nice, easy, simple to understand sense when you say angle of attack. But
right, I agree with you.
The better term is just angle, to be honest, John. But if I just say it's just the angle, then angle of what? Well, the angle you attack the target at. So angle is the simplest way. One word explains why things disappear from the bottom up. Angle.
Yeah, like we talked about before. As soon as the angle comes into it, then everyone gets confused because of angular diameter. Remember we talked about that?
Yeah.
It's not the same thing. They're connected, but it's not the same thing.
So just to clarify what John's saying for the audience. So if you look at something with, forget about the angle of view. So you just see something and it's above the midpoint that you can see. So you've got an infinite angle to it. The angle's irrelevant that you can see it at. But as you back away from it, the angle that you do see it at will still tighten. In other words, the angular size will reduce. So what that literally means is, as you back away from things and they get smaller, the angular size decreases. Now, when you're looking at the bottom of something, your angle of view to that item can decrease. Therefore, the bottom section of it effectively becomes too small an angular size because of the angular relationship between you and that target. So it's not the angular size of the item, but it is in a way because it's the bottom angle to whatever you view. And it's linear, it's across everything in that bottom angle. That's why when you see the Isle of Man or you see the bottom of a boat, it runs consistently across the horizontal because it's all in that angle.
Oh, you cleared all of it up, Nathan. Good job.
I made it about as clear as mud. That's as clear as mud. Limited angle of view causes things to disappear from bottom up. Disprove it. You can't, because that's what causes it. The lower the angle, the easiest way to put it, I think I said this to Rumpus. Fine, demonstrate a 0.05 angle of view to anything and demonstrate that you can still see it. You won't.
Oh yeah, you're not going to see that. Not a chance.
Yeah, it's just too small an angle. End of story. So we've battled our way through this show, got about 20 minutes left.
Is there anyone in the hang-up?
Yeah, we've got Jose, Vegan Goy, Chocolate Sane, and Arwin. Hello. 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 Good to have you.
Hello.
Ahoy, ahoy.
Hello.
I live on a ball. It's a ball.
Yeah,
Go
La
back to
Tierra
the-
es plana.
You're
That's not Pete.
lying.
That was Arwin. Impressioning.
Lying, Nathan.
I want to give
I
another
don't
shout
trust
out
anything you say.
another shout out to Dottie, who came in the first show, completely destroyed Unorthodox in like 3 minutes. It was great.
That is
And
awesome.
It was
Yeah.
it was nice to hear a woman come in and give it to one of these ballers.
Indeed.
I love you guys. You guys are cool, but it's nice to hear a woman in here.
But Alan B come in sometimes too.
Come on, man. Oh man.
Yeah, that's good. Sorry, no Brenda. No.
Don't mention that name, man.
Yeah, sorry, I invoked. No, not
Like-
invoking.
It's like Beetlejuice. Don't say it too many times.
Yeah, Candyman.
No.
I'm still very angry that Brenda deleted so many videos of a stranger that she had no part of it. She had access to the drive of Crow 777 and she deleted all those videos and then she
Oh, the bats.
watch his face and say, yeah, I deleted them because there was just dust and particles and bats in the pictures. Really? That's bullshit.
Yeah, none of that is cool in any way, shape, or form. But
Yeah, fortunate for us, at least, there were so many people that downloaded and mirrored his videos. So Brenda wasn't able to delete all the evidence. It's still around.
Well, and
Shout out to Pro
the creator has a
777.
copy as well.
Definite shout out to Pro 777. It was awesome.
Maybe
Same
a
like
little
Brian
obsessed with you,
Mullin.
Andrea.
If nobody mirrored or downloaded the videos or did the interviews to Brian Mullin, we wouldn't know. I mean, we would have no idea who he was, what work he did, and he put on some good work, that is still flowing around us. It's really, really good evidence and science, That was a person to look for. So they silenced
his
him,
videos are still floating around. Sometimes I'll see him in like 24-hour flat Earth video channels. And
Yeah, he did some good
3 o'clock
interviews
in the
also
morning,
with
there's him
Patricia
riding
in the
mowing.
Hot Potatoes. He did a good interview there too.
Just a small correction. There was no science,
Oh,
but he did a great. He did a
Yeah.
great job explaining things.
hello. Hold on.
Got a new one.
Hi.
Yeah, he
Hello.
did. He did some. He had some good explanations and the numbers and the calculations and how everything worked. But yeah, there was no science. I agree. Yeah, thank you, John.
You're welcome. That's what I'm here for. The helper.
John, but pressure gradient, man. That's the one that don't get old, man.
Pressure gradient, right? Oh, you should have heard last night, man. Were you in there?
Yeah, I was in there. I caught it maybe the last 15 or 20 minutes. Yeah, that was a shit
Oh,
show at the end.
was I in there or was I already gone?
No, was it last night or 2 days ago? Yeah, I think it was yesterday.
Nah, there was another one last night. It was Betty against like
Oh,
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Betty against 6 of them by herself with M. Scott
yeah,
Veach.
I
I
caught
don't
the last
know.
10 minutes.
I
yeah.
think he could. I think he can. There has to be a world record for words in like 30 seconds. And I don't think. I'm telling you, I don't think Rumpus got this record. It's M. Scott Veach. I'm telling you, boy. He should be what are they? Auctioneer, what do they call those guys?
auctioneer.
50
Yeah,
50
That's an auctioneer.
Yeah, is that what they're called? Just auctioneers?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. He'd thrive in that environment, I'll tell you that. But she did a good job, man. Real good job.
So is that what he relies on?
Yeah,
Just talking so fast that you missed the little logical fallacies slipped in?
Oh, I stepped in. It wasn't last night. It was the night that
Hello,
Jose's
Aaron.
talking
Hello.
about. I stepped
Hello.
in for about 5 minutes, and he had 6 or 7 logical fallacies right in a row. And he kept talking to me. Wait. Let's go back. But my word, you know the deal.
Yeah. Just rumpus
Yeah,
him,
Betty's an
basically.
honest person, but
Scattergun.
English is not her first language too. So they can slip some little thing here and there, and she go like, no, easy. I heard you saying this. Let's go back to it. So pretty cool. She does a really good job on nailing point to point. Hello, nuts.
Hey. Yeah,
Oh,
what's up?
here
I
we
turned
go
my
again.
camera on.
Right, this will probably be the end of the show. Sleeping Warriors just joined again.
Oh, I got him this time.
You got
I
him?
got him.
Oh, brilliant.
That cheeky sod.
Nathan, let me ask you a quick question since this has been a shit show.
There's no shit show in Flat Earth, man. Flat Earth debate.
Well, I mean, every hangout we start, it just gets destroyed.
Oh,
Here he is
yeah.
again.
He's not in the back chat.
Yeah, he's still in the back chat.
No, he's not.
Okay.
Yeah, that's just going to be my opportunity to round out. So with that, I will say, first and foremost, a huge, massive, enormous thank you to all of the debating panel for making this debate possible and being so patient and tolerant of all the snipers. Thank you very much indeed. And, of course, a massive thank you to all of the live audience for tuning in and hopefully sharing this debate. If you hated the show, it was a little bit boring, this one, I'm afraid, but you know what to do. If you liked it, though, maybe consider sharing it with a friend or subscribing if you've not done so already. I've been Nathan Oakley, and I will see you all in the next video.
Oh, what a day! What a lovely day!